A very good morning, children. Welcome back to today's class, session number 73. I hope you're following the instructions that you have to read the textbook once and twice. Many of the warm-up questions as well as the multiple choice questions will be coming in from middle of the lesson. Now lesson number 14 as we have started that water too little to waste. So we are having very less water on the earth, that is the fresh water that we drink and that we use for bathing and all is the fresh water, and we are having in very less quantity. So you have to protect, you have to save the water and our environment. That's what we have studied in the last one. Now page number 130 we are going to continue our chapter. Please open the textbook while you are listening the video and just follow the way we pronounce. Teachers ఎలా ప్రొనౌన్స్ చేస్తున్నారు, ఎలా చదువుతున్నారు, that is the important point here, because on the PTM many of the parents have complained that they are not able to read the textbook. What is the reason that you are not able to read the textbook? Because you are not listening the way we pronounce. Just example, what would you do for the cause water for life? When I am reading this, how am I pronouncing would? How am I pronouncing the cause? That you have to observe carefully and you have to read it back. So anyways, this is the instruction that you have to follow the teacher's pronunciation as well as you have to listen the video, full video, and you have to write the name when you are sending the homeworks. These three are the complaints. From teacher's side, it is that you are not mentioning your name while you are sending the homework. And parents are complaining that you are not able to understand the given homework. So if you are not able to understand the homework, please again ask us personally and listen full video for the homework. Now we'll go into the chapter, page number 130, para number 2. What would you do for the cause water for life? Devi observed that a lot of water flows out from the kitchen as well as bathrooms at her house. Yes, in every house, the water that we are using in the kitchen will go and mix in the drainage. That means we are wasting this much of water. She could not see water being wasted in this manner. So she made a canal for water to flow from the kitchen to the ground around. So what did she do? In kitchen, what do we do? Now, just we are not only washing the utensils, but also we will wash the vegetables, right? So that water is just being wasted. So then she thought a good plan, that she made a small canal from the kitchen to the ground. Canal means nothing but the way to flow the water in the mud from the kitchen to the ground. The water that we are using in the kitchen, it will flow from this canal to the ground. She has made a canal like this. So she made a canal from water to flow kitchen to the ground. She could not use water from bathroom in similar manner. So the bathroom water we cannot use for this purpose. Her mother told her that it could be used after purification. Seeing her interest in this, they decided to visit a water treatment unit during the weekend. So then the mother gave a suggestion that the water that is coming from the washrooms will be used but after purification. So for this, they went to a water treatment. They have visited the water treatment area. At that water treatment unit, they came to know about many things. So, what are the things? All the wastewater released by home, industries, hospitals, offices and other users are collectively called sewage. The water that is coming out from our houses, from the industries, from the hospitals or from the schools, all these are called as sewage water. This is called as sewage water. Sewage is a liquid waste. What is sewage? It is nothing but the water that is waste. So liquid waste. Most of its water which has dissolved and suspended impurities, disease causing bacteria and other microorganisms. Most of this water, what does it contain? It contains the impurities as well as disease causing bacteria and the microbes. These impurities are called contaminants. What are these impurities called? Contaminants. These are organic impurities. It may be organic impurities, or inorganic impurities or bacteria and other microbes. So this sewage water contains organic impurities like human feces, fakes, human feces, animals waste, oil, urea, pesticides, herbicides, fruit and vegetable waste. As from the kitchen water, we'll wash the utensils, then we'll remove the oil and the bacteria that is present on the utensils. So anyhow, this water contains the oil and the urea. Pesticides and herbicides, fruit and vegetable waste. We'll peel off the fruits and vegetables now. That waste is also mixed in the sewage. And pesticides, insecticides farmers are using in the crops. When you are washing these vegetables and the fruits, these insecticides and pesticides will flow in this kitchen wastage. As well as human and animal waste. That when we use the washrooms, the water contains these type of things. Now, inorganic impurities like nitrates, phosphates and metals. Next, bacteria and other microbes such as those which cause cholera, typhoid and dysentery. This type of bacteria and microbes are present in this sewage water. These are the contaminants. The process at the wastewater treatment plant. So, how do they purify this? They have to remove all this and they have to make a fresh water. Let us see. Treatment of wastewater involves physical, chemical and biological process which remove chemical and biological matter that contaminates water. Wastewater is passed through bar screens. Large objects like rags, sticks, cans, plastic packets, etc. removed by this. So first of all, what they are doing? This water treatment involved in physical and chemical and biological process. 3 processes are there which remove chemical wastage, biological matter and they'll contaminate the water. So first step, wastewater is passed through bar screens. These are called as the bar screens. Okay, this is called as a bar screen. The first water ni bar screen lo nunchi pampistar. What does it will do? It will remove the large objects like rags. Rags means waste cloths. Next, sticks, cans, plastic packets, etc. ఇలాంటి పెద్ద పెద్దవి ఏమైనా ఉంటే iron bars will stop these all large objects. Next, the water then goes to a grit and sand removal tank. Then they will go into a sand removal tank. The speed of the incoming wastewater is decreased to allow sand, grit and pebbles to settle down. So here what happens? The water is decreased. Water యొక్క speed తగ్గిస్తారు. Why? To allow the sand, grit and pebbles to settle. So if some stones are there or sand is there, they'll settle down there in this tank. Next, the water is then allowed to settle in a large tank. దీని తర్వాత పెద్ద large tank లో water ని సేవ్ చేస్తారు. Which is sloped towards the middle. Solids like faces settle at the bottom and are removed with a scraper. This is a sludge. So here the wastage will be removed with a sludge. A skimmer removes the floatable solids like oil and grease. And here there will be a skimmer. What does a skimmer do? It will remove oil and the grease from the surface of the water. So anyhow, if you pour some oil in the water, what happens? It will keep floating on the water. It does not go into the bottom of the water, right? So in this way, they'll remove the surface by using a skimmer. Water so cleared is called clarified water. Here we'll get the clarified water. You got oil, grease, animal excretion, human excretion will be removed. The sludge is transferred to a separate tank. Then again this is sent to a separate tank where it is decomposed by anaerobic bacteria. So ఈ sludge remove చేసిన వేస్టేజ్ అంతా ఒక ట్యాంక్ లో పెడతారు and it is decomposed అక్కడ జరిగి ఒక type of bacteria produce అవుతారు. Here the biogas is produced. What happens here? Biogas will be produced and can be used to produce electricity. So otherwise, what does they do? They are using as fuel to produce the electricity. Electricity kuda ee biogas help avutundi. Next one, air is pumped into the clarified water to help aerobic bacteria to grow. Next, ee clarified water loki air pass chestaru and because of the air, what happens? Aerobic bacteria will grow. The bacteria consume human wastes, food wastes, soaps and other unwanted matter still remaining in the clarified water. Why does they allow the air to pass into this clarified water? Because of the air, aerobic bacteria will grow in this water and it will consume this waste as oil, grease, or if something left over in the clarified water will be consumed by this bacteria. After several hours, the suspended microbes settle at the bottom of the tank as activated sludge. The water is then removed from the top. Then afterwards, after consuming, they will settle down at the bottom of the water, and after many hours, now they will take out the clarified water. The activated sludge is about 97% of water. The water is removed by sand, drying beds or machines. Dried sludge is used as manure, returning organic matter and nutrients to the soil. The treated water has a very low level of organic material and suspended matter. So again what they'll do here, the water will be removed by a sand drying beds or the machines. So dried sludge is used as a manure. The treated water has a very low level of organic matter suspended matter. It is discharged into a sea, a river or into a ground. So the water that is left over will be sent into the sea. Nature cleans up it further. Sometimes it may be necessary to disinfect water with chemicals like chlorine and ozone, because before releasing it in the distribution system, like that is river, groundwater. So before releasing it into the river and the groundwater, they'll use some chemicals and chlorine to make more purified. Next, study the sewage route into your home, school or any other place. Walk down the streets or survey the campus to find out the number of manholes. Follow an open drain and find out where it ends. Make a line diagram of sewage route by following the manholes and drains that appear to connect them. So, you have to observe in your lane or in your village how is the drainage system is present. In case you do not find such a system in your locality, find out how sewage is being disposed of. Also find out whether it is sent to treatment plants or not. Is it being dumped into water bodies without being treated? Prepare a short report on your findings. So this, when you read the question papers and when you observe your lane, you can find out it. So this is all for today. And here homework is to write the keywords from page number 136. Learn and write these keywords from page number 136 in the textbook one time. That is from the lesson 14. Lesson 14, hard words, learn and write one time. This is all for today, children. Thank you.